It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs, who's one of the best in the league at running the ball, sitting in fourth. Hope y'all ready for this one, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
Coming off a loss last time. Number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second in inches. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams.
One of the easiest ways to negate good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
These are the play calls. Coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the give, it's Pollard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track. And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards for the touchdown.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. They'll come up on a set. And 8. Draw play. Here comes Pollard. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pollard. That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Pollard. He will have a Jaguars first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. That is caught to the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is Turner. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. there you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Receiver in motion, going right. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him, they've certainly had a lot of success here early on. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Oh. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They'll come. They're fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
A run here with Gibbs. He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs has a touchdown. Bates, good, with the extra point. And his guys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So after one, 14-7 is our score. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing. Darnold. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Darnold to throw. This one is caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Here's Darnold again. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far...
Get away, and he's going to go down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Darnold now to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
The home team's offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. He has been sensational all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards, he just recently went over the 4,000-yard mark for the year. Once again, it's Corum. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts for the score. Bates, good, with the extra point. And his guys will take a 21-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's big. This one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense and running back Tony Pollard going to take over once again. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. It's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that... of 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Check that. Street. Come on. Set. Check go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
First and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down. Out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Let's go.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Bates for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And his guys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down. 5. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. This time they stay on the ground. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. A.J. Brown up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. In the first half, we saw a solid outing by the quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. This one taken at the 7. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start. Four. Pitts is the man in motion. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's
go now.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here comes 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Corum. And a strong... run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? offense make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown. That is second touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. Bates, good, with the extra point. And his guys will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also...
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is hard. And he will dive into the end zone. 79 yards. It is a touchdown. Bates, good, with the extra point. And his guys are able to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and Christian Kirk getting set for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He's inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Jaguars. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is Turner. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. And he'll get about 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Corum. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions